This is Luigi's Mansion. We're here on the Nintendo Switch 2. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. It's a classic Luigi adventure where he must go into a spooky mansion and deal with ghosts. So this was a game that I played literally when it came out way back in the day when I was a kid. That was a long time ago. There's been entry since. There's another entry down the road. And yeah, it's just kind of a really neat series as it's Luigi going around kind of ghost busting as his sort of quirky, unique personality where he's just kind of terrified of everything happening. And I don't know how he just keeps getting himself into these situations where he's not the type of person that should be handling this, but he's the only type of person that can handle this. And yeah, it's just kind of really exciting to see it available here on the Nintendo Switch 2 as something to play and enjoy. Ow. Well, that hurt quite a bit. And to see it running here on the platform as it is, I think a bit of a classic sort of Mario universe experience, I guess you would call it. At least for Luigi, where Luigi doesn't get as many sort of standalone kind of offerings, if that makes sense. And it's sort of, it sounds weird, but the creepiness of it, it's a Mario game, right? It's still family friendly, right? It's still for everybody, but when you kind of the doors, everything like that, it kind of gives off really spooky, kind of Resident Evil-esque vibes, sort of this one, as far as just the, how you go into places and stuff, and just the terror of it, and the setup and all that, and the approach of it, where it's because in those games you have to open the door, and the slow loading of the door opening. Yeah, it's kind of cool, because it's yeah, big smile there, and he just goes right back to being just terrified. Anyways, no, it's a really kind of fun, cool game. You get some neat equipment, and it's very Ghostbusters-esque as you kind of use the vacuuming magic to deal with those all around you. But it's kind of terrifying, right? The door, the slow approach, the really... Because, they can make these cinematics where it's just he opens the door and he goes into it, but it's they're really playing into the spookiness of it, and then the ghosts come, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. I remember this from so long ago, and then this wacky guy comes in, he just starts vacuuming everything up, and yeah, so you're solving puzzles and problems, and Luigi's just on this journey and stuff, and it's so cool to see it as part of this library of games. It's neat for me because the Switch, it seems like the Switch 2 is going to be the ultimate Nintendo console with all the different games from all the different generations, but it's kind of funny, something that I grew up playing is sort of a retro thing as part of an online sort of collection, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's really, really funny. So, at any point when you're doing this, you can press the back button, and you can create and load suspend points, save points. You can view and adjust the controls and change them to your liking. Suck up things like ghosts. Suck up things like ghosts. Oh, that summarizes it pretty well. Okay. Reset the game, I'm going to go back to the game selection, which is helpful. From a technical standpoint, all these games are 900p. From their original, I think it was 480p. The last time I did a Switch game, I just said 480, but, that's the original on it. Anyways. And this one is 30 FPS. Your name's Luigi. Destined to cross? Well, I mean, the story wouldn't go on otherwise. Although I like the idea of Luigi just terrifyingly going through a house, not with any sort of attack or, sort of battle sort of mechanic, and he just has to, run away and hide all the time. That would be kind of funny. And kind of a Oddworld sort of thing. The older ones where you can't really... it's more of a stealth kind of... Anyways, yeah. You have to go after him. It's time for Luigi to be a hero. Okay, that's good. Let's do this. I literally remember having this on my GameCube, but it's so long ago. Yeah, if I remember correctly too, I don't know how the performance would have been because I wouldn't have cared back then, but I think this one has... Is he on a Game Boy Horror? That's really funny, actually. Yeah, that's genuinely actually kind of funny. A lot of chatter in these Nintendo games, isn't there? Can't remember which one they were showing at like E3 the one year. But it was kind of funny because I was like, wow, that's so cool. Like they did up. Like if you guys don't know what E3 is, they did up the area. E3 is like a big convention for gaming years ago. But like they did up the whole convention area. You would go into this room, and it would be sort of like a Luigi's Mansion kind of thing, where it was all. Well, it was a Luigi's Mansion thing, and there was like ghosts everywhere, and like spooky stuff going on, and like some hologram type things, which was cool. It was hard to aim this because it's like you hold R button and the control stick. We don't really have an R button. Maybe we do actually. Is it? No. This is emulated. Yeah. The way I'm carrying on, I'm doing my best. All vacuumed up. Only two. That's okay, I'm sure to get the hang of it. Yeah, but they like run away really fast. Go to the gallery, yeah. I mean, it's not like I really have much of a choice, do I? The mansion. I'm ready to face my fears. It's got such a neat aesthetic. It kind of also reminds me of like Scooby-Doo and the Night of 100 Frights, or whatever that was. Because I played that one, I think, on the GameCube too. I rented that one. I liked it. You want a mansion? Save on the GameCube. Yeah, okay. We're kind of beyond that technology now. It's actually like a pretty high resolution like reflection there. Wonder how they achieve that, if it's actually a reflection. Like a lot of games will just actually like mirror the environment, which is kind of even more demanding if you think about it, but yeah. Not sure I like that coming down and attacking me. Yeah, it's like inverted. Okay, one sec, let me think about this. So you shoot, and then you go up to go down, and down to go up. Okay, I wonder if I could... I wonder if I can invert that. Because that's probably the issue I'm having. Yeah, because it's like, it's reverse, because you go up to go down, down to go up. I'd have to do, right stick vacuum direction. Up to go down. And then, yeah, that. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. But then we have no way to go down? Well, that, it should just, there we go. Now we're gonna be ghost busting. Oh yeah, these ghosts won't know what to hit them now. I wonder if there's actually like an in-game set. I usually like to just do in-game settings when I do this stuff, because in like the future, in case I come back to revisit this on like a Switch 3, I want to like, you know, have it as like intended, if that makes sense, and then... Well, how am I supposed to get in there? Like how you can kind of just like tap everything and sort of like interact with stuff. That's just, it's so neat that you can do that in this. That makes sense. Like Luigi can kind of like, everything's something you tap, everything's something you hit. Uh-oh. Mr. Lime Green. Bring it, ghosts. I am afraid of the dark. Oh, you think darkness is your ally? Anybody else want a piece of Luigi? I accidentally opened up my Game Boy Advance. That's actually kind of funny. I guess Nintendo's always kind of done that thing, haven't they? You know, where they integrate, like, objects into it? What was... Yeah, because, like, Zelda does that too, right? In the modern era, so you pull out your Switch. Get into the vacuum! Ow! I love how it's the Game Boy horror. Into the vacuum you go. I ain't scared of no ghost. A map? Oh, it's already opened. Okay. I thought I had to use the key to open that. I was like, how does the key open the door and the box? It doesn't make any sense. You're mine. Get into the vacuum. I'm surprised there hasn't been more Ghostbusting-esque games. Like, obviously there's Ghostbusters, the video game, but like, you know, more games where you're busting ghosts and stuff. Like, it's a fun gameplay mechanic. Right? Like, I feel like you could apply this sort of thing to a lot of games if you wanted. There's too many of them. What's Luigi gonna do? One at a time, please. Do you see why this might be hard for some kids, actually? It was crazy. It's probably been like 20 years since I've played this. Well, actually, maybe I played it. I might have played it other ways later on, but... Into the vacuum you go. Luigi's a hero. They're behind you in the closet. How many ghosts am I gonna have to catch out here? You just trip on a... Yeah, watch out for the banana peels. I'm losing health like crazy. There's too many of them. What are you gonna do, Luigi? Look, there's banana peels. Was it Donkey Kong in here?
Oh yeah.
This is quite a lot of fun. Money! If you think about it, it's actually quite an innovative, like, sort of gameplay mechanic for the time, too. I can't think of, like, I could be wrong here, but I can't think of another game that had this sort of, like, sucking mechanic, if that makes sense. Like, there's a lot of neat sort of physics stuff going on here, too, as far as, like, things moving within the environment, and, you know, fabrics and stuff, and it's actually quite technically impressive. Plus, then there's the mirror over there, too. This is actually, like, a really, really impressive for the era kind of game. Could you please stop shooting bananas everywhere? How do I... Why can't I aim on this guy and just get him out of commission? Him and Donkey Kong would get around, or get well, or get around well. No, get along well together. What am I even thinking here? I'm sorry, I'm horrified and haunted by the scary ghosts. I can't think straight. It's such a spooky game. Why can't I get this? This banana man is problematic. There we go. There's more? Oh, you gotta be ghostingly kidding me. I think Luigi's had enough ghosting for a lifetime, and this was before ghosting was even really a thing like it is now. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me.